Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to the Exposed Podcast. I'm Chris A.
Hey, Chris A.
Yo,
It's been quite a while. Has it been a while?
it has.
Hey Harsh, bro. Evan, this is the first time we feature Evan and Tyler. Welcome guys, welcome.
Yo,
We are talking about Ethan McCorney.
Ethan McCorney. Totally, bro.
Ethan Mcmenamy. Okay, guys, in the link, in the description, we're gonna put his YouTube and make sure you guys
Alright, yeah.
subscribe. No hate, we love you. We're free. Okay,
Alright,
guys, so let's talk about
Alright, so
Janessa.
basically, Evan pulled this like small prank that obviously seemed like a prank. So, yeah, you should tell them about this part, the Snapchat part.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
him about the Snapchat.
Okay, so I was just I added Ethan on Snap, right? And he posts like a lot of fake stuff on his story. He's like, I just woke up, it's 5 a.m. and then he puts in like as you guys know, like the Snap sticker.
Yeah, for
And
time.
Yeah, and it says like 10 a.m. So that's like kind of sus. And then Maddie was okay with it. So then I DM this kid on Snap. And I say, this might sound kind of weird, but Maddie likes you. And then he's like, really? Well, I don't like her. I like some girl. Her name's like Janessa.
No, you forgot. He said, "Let me think about if I like her."
Oh yeah. He said like, let me think about it. And then like a little bit later, he's like, no, I already like someone else. I'm like, who? Janessa. I'm like, oh, you gonna ask her out? He's like, yeah.
And he already got rejected by Janessa anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just here to expose Ethan.
Ethan Mcmenamy vlogs, dude. More like
everyone knows about his sub bots, right?
Yeah, bro.
I recorded a video about that and then like contemplated actually posting it because, you know, it
Okay, another crazy thing he said, because he thinks our diss tracks are fire and he doesn't want to admit it. Okay, so Maddie was in one of Chris's diss tracks, right? And he said it was like a voice modder, yeah. And I'm like, what?
Boy.
And she was on like a Q&A already, and everyone like knows her face now.
Wait, hold up.
And for the longest time, he thought that I wasn't even a real person.
His name is Brian, but I call him Brianna.
Yeah, sorry, that was an autistic guy.
Yeah, some random.
Okay, so more about Ethan. Chris, you can continue this.
Alright, let me just like go on red.
Alright,
so basically Ethan, he made a song about his crush that he got rejected by her, Vanessa. And he seems to still be like attached to her, which, not gonna lie, is kind of creepy.
Jack won't stop freaking calling me. I'm blocking him. Here, I'm blocking him real quick.
Just go on D&D.
Bro, don't play that.
Sorry, real quick.
What am I doing?
Right,
Yeah, sorry.
guys,
He just needs to turn on Do Not Disturb.
Alright guys, wait, when's that music coming from?
Oh, these racks give me a boner!
I thought we were talking about Ethan McMenamy.
Okay, so, everyone knows that Ethan,
uses
Do
subbots.
Not Disturb, 1 second. Okay, everyone knows that Ethan McMenamy likes Maddie, and he said that we were forcing him to
No.
And it was pretty insane. And this man uses sub bots and view bots, and he takes lyrics from other YouTube channels in this app called what is it?
Rap chat. Yeah, he uses rap chat.
And he steals other people's music.
Yeah, he takes like beats and stuff from
and
online.
In his channel it's called Cartier Vision, and it says Mr. Burks, and we were talking about him. He said he's never had a teacher named Mr. Burks.
Yeah, he takes lyrics, bro. No, but Cartier Vision is actually a song by Jake Paul. I researched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Jake Paulian's song.
He just modified the lyrics a little bit, and someone wrote the lyrics for him.
He doesn't make legitimate music. It sucks. Wait, what are you talking about?
That one video that he made with the lean.
Oh yeah, the one Twitter post that I retweeted. And I was just like, "Why the hell are you making lean? That's illegal." I mean, you're from Texas, but like.
Okay, another we think this guy was born in Alabama because in one of his videos, he was playing a game called Shark with his brother and sister, and he touched his sister's butt. We think this is incest, and it's pretty insane.
Yes,
Okay. Also, guys.
No, that was
Chris-
Vanessa. That was Janessa.
That was Janessa.
He's
Yeah.
friends with Janessa.
That was Janessa.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Wait, no way.
Probably how ridiculous.
He's so
That was
obsessed with
Janessa,
her.
bro. Janessa looks like a 9-year-old.
I know. By the way, guys. So Trey, remember that one he posted on his Twitter, like, on the internet by just searching up rich cool car and also like mansion. He searched up mansion. It was one of the first images.
Yeah, he
was
on
that
on
good,
so
but-
Ethan Mcmenamy on Twitter, he posted like my new place or something, and it's just like a Google images of just a mansion, and he's like posting cars and stuff, and then if you just look up like
Yeah.
Lamborghini on Google and then go straight to images, it shows, yeah.
Yeah.
You could
it's-
easily tell he was lying based on the quality of the photo.
Of the photo,
Wait,
yeah.
Trey?
It's so compressed for Twitter.
Wait, Trey, did I ever private be like? Remember how we were always like, you don't even have proof, Ethan. I don't want like to be like that with this sub bot. So do you still have the image?
Um,
'Cause I kinda
I'll
wanna show
post
it.
a video on my main channel
Okay,
about his
also-
subbots.
Alright, got you.
This guy is pretty much a new Lil Tay. He says he calls himself rich, and here I'm gonna send the photo on Discord. And he said he has AirPods in his video, his room tour, and as you can see, these have wires.
Mhm.
I
He
don't
doesn't
know
even own
it.
an airplane, and he's like saying that he does.
Let me send this real quick.
Send the image. Wait,
I'd say he is wealthy. Okay, he is wealthy.
send
but
the image and
he-
I'll put it on the little overlay, the podcast.
All right, we
overlay.
have to be honest though. He is wealthy, but not him. His
He's
parents.
wealthy.
He's not rich. I'm rich.
I know.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this
see,
image here.
As you
Yeah.
guys can see, there is obviously a wire going down his neck.
Wait,
and
let me
another video-
stop. Let me let me get this image real quick and put it up. Same image as.
Is it a sub bot or what? No, you're making a completely different photo.
Wait, I'll put up that image to show the audience, dude. So here's the image, I believe, if I can find it here. Here's the image.
Send the memes.
Sorry, that's a little bit in the way.
Okay, guys. Yeah, sorry.
But here
also,
it is. It has a
also-
little wire going down it if you cannot see. So yeah, like that's terrible.
okay, in one of his newest videos, it is a killer clown. He's had killer clowns experience in the past, and based on his obsession with Jake Paul, he made a song called Your Vision based off of Jake Paul, and he has killer
Mhm.
clowns based off of Jake Paul. And if you guys see his room tour, in his
He
dresser,
has a killer
the-
clown costume.
in the third down drawer, there is a killer clown costume, and he says,
Bro.
"I stole it from the killer clowns." Like and comment if you think this is sus. Come on, Trey, you can continue.
Okay, so here I'm gonna talk about subbots here for like.
Came into my house at 3 a.m.
No. I'm talking about
sleeping.
subbots right now. I'm gonna talk about his subbots. Alright, no, subbots can be saved for later. So on Discord, like we've been chatting and stuff, and on YouTube comments, we've had like altercations and conversations and stuff.
We
and
haven't. He just spams.
Oh, yeah.
Stop bullying me.
he spams stuff, but he totally is in love with Maddie. And if you don't know who Maddie is,
Oh,
go to
God.
Chris's YouTube channel. He's one of
Guys, we can't just say that. He's never like officially said that.
but like it's so obvious though, like cuz
Well, how is it obvious? Like,
Because he's
actually,
like he's covering it up and trying to pin the blame on she like is in love with him and stuff, and that he's like really.
Oh, but still, there's like no proof that he actually does.
There's no proof, but there's a lot of evidence that points towards it.
Like what? Like what?
The entire comment string on his surrender YouTube video. There's a humongous comment string that's like of him trying to deny that
He
he's.
deleted it. He deleted that whole thing.
Are you kidding? That's like even more evidence. He's trying to cover
He's
himself up
just
more.
tired, bro.
But Chris, do you have anything else to say about
Ethan?
Ethan?
Oh, bro, dude, his competition is like morgues. This kid is like,
He has a really big ego.
Oh, he does.
nah,
He
bro.
really does. And all of his diss tracks are like the same thing. It's like Ethan making diss tracks every day or something along those lines.
No,
Oh,
yeah, every single diss track. That's what he says, bro. But what's funny is, you know that one video? He's like, some guy bursted in my house at 3 a.m. Legit, he didn't even he legit walked out of his own door with his shirt over his head, and then he walks back to the
That
door.
was so
He
funny.
waves at the camera, and then he walks back into the house. And I'm like,
Okay. Also, another thing is
editing.
this guy. We were on a Discord chat. This is how he likes Maddie. We were on a Discord chat. We were just having a private conversation about Maddie and his YouTube videos and how we think they're fake. And so we were texting. In this man, we told him specifically not to add anyone, and he adds Maddie.
instantly, yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. But like at the same time though. Bro, I know he probably like no, bro. Oh, we haven't even talked about the Meep City thing.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay. Another thing about Ethan.
his
He
Meep. He's obsessed with
no.
Meep City.
Yeah, and first of all, he said he was injured. He hurt his hand, supposedly broke it, and broke his back. And I commented on his video. Wouldn't like if it was a severe spinal injury, wouldn't you be like paralyzed, and wouldn't you like have a cast if you broke your arm? And he said no. And we see him. He said he made a video on how he's taking a break of YouTube because he really hurt himself. And then the next day,
He posted
after
a video.
he posted a video of saying like how he's taking a break, like pretty much the same video, and we saw him playing Meep City, like Roblox. When he said he hurt himself.
Wait, let me go to his YouTube and see if he's posted anything since his back injury. Wait, is his name Logan Clip YT?
No, it's Ethan Mcmenamy vlogs.
I thought he changed
Even
it.
under.
All right.
No, he's changing it. No, he's changing his Roblox username.
All right.
Alright. Yep. Yes. He deleted it.
He deleted what? His video
He
saying.
deleted the videos. He made I broke my back, and that he deleted the ones past that.
Dude, that's so dumb. He
Wait, I
deletes his
think
videos a lot.
I think I. Oh, wait. Let me get this.
Here, I'm gonna go and see his YouTube. Oh, he changed his profile pic to freaking a Roblox dude. Deleting this in 1 year. New profile pic. Oh no, he said I broke my back 4 days ago, and then 11 hours ago, it's deleting this in 1 year. Wait. Alright, so dear YouTube, so last night I broke my back and it collapsed. And also broke my hand. So YouTube, I will not be vlogging for the past couple of days. I'll be laying in bed trying to heal, and trust me, this is real. I'm in pain. And then literally 3 days later he posts
Wait, I have a screenshot of him playing Roblox.
I'll probably just put that in editing.
Here, wait, let me put it in.
Sorry, we're back, guys.
All these racks give me a boner. Alright, so like he's just a big flaming, like he's just a liar, and he doesn't know how to YouTube correctly. He sucks at YouTubing.
A quick question, guys.
What's up?
Still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
I gotta go.
Oh.
Wait,
wow.
Chris. Wait, do I win?
Why does
No,
Chris have to
no.
go?
I'm going to King Supers Gamers.
Okay.
Where are you gonna
I'll be
King
back.
Supers, bro?
Chris, look what it's. I mean,
Salami.
Trey, look what I sent.
Yeah.
See, yeah, look, he's playing Meep City. Bro, that quality is perfect. Alright, bye, guys.
He didn't even click. You didn't even click print screen.
Okay, and another thing, I'm gonna screen share. As you guys can see in this video, as you can see right there, he's touching her butt.
Who?
Let me get a look.
Is that Janessa?
I don't know, bro. Let me get the intro.
Just us.
Wait.
I'll put in like screen caps of this video. Like.
Wait. Shh.
What the hell? Is it actually Janessa?
Her name is Lil CJ. C capital and J Janessa.
Why did you just like comment? Why did you grab that chick's butt at this timestamp?
I did. I said, why did you? I gave him the timestamp and then he deleted my comment. I already
Nice.
commented that.
He thinks you're fake. A day in a life? What is that? Alright, so anyway. More on we only have Evan here now. Whenever Chris
And
eventually Tyler, are you even alive?
I guess not.
He's dead. But Chris will be back sooner or later. So more on Ethan Mcmenamy. He is so freaking socially unstable, it's funny. He's so wants a girlfriend at the age of 12. It's insane. He's so obsessed with Janessa, who I made a couple memes in Photoshop about him, like, and really bad facial expressions that he had. And he was like, one of them had the word Janessa in it, and he just said, no, that's not how it's spelled. It's actually spelled Janess is Essa. And I'm just like, you're so terrible. He's like, I have to have some leverage on this guy. I need to be able to counter him. I'm just gonna say, oh, he spelled this completely wrong. So Evan.
Bro, I got new explosion. How he steals lyrics.
Oh yeah, he steals lyrics from he basically takes like auto rap.
Okay, this is the first thing. He's obviously screen recording on his phone, and it says Kid Polar Origami. And right at this video, he said, go by Kid Polar now.
He literally stole this actual like real rapper. The actual Kid Polar. His real name is Jack Douth. He stole his song. He stole Ethan McMenamy stole two of Kid Polar's songs. Jack Douth Kid Polar songs, and then changed his name to Kid Polar, and then said that he owns the songs that he didn't even make. He committed a crime while he was.
This is pirating.
Bro, less than.
Do you want to listen?
Not really.
Does this even sound like his voice?
Here, yeah, I'll play it since I'll play. Kid Polar Origami. And the first thing that comes up is Ethan's video. But this is what it sounds like. If it'll play. I hope it will. He even says in a comment, quit lying, boy, if I did I would get copyrighted, I just edited my voice. This kid's so dumb. Evan.
Yeah?
Go to the comments of Kid Polar Origami. No, not that, yeah, that video, and then go down to the last comment where he says, boy, you stole this. Go down to the last one, and then look at the replies. He says, quit lying, boy. If I did, I would get copyrighted. I just edited my voice.
If I'm lying, why would I see a YouTube play button? Let me go to the end. Wait, right here. You see this? He gets a notification on his phone
Yeah.
for Twitter.
I'll
And at the
I'll
end,
I'll take I'll take screenshots of all of this and like post it. It's so terrible.
yeah, it's awful.
What the frick is that?
What?
What was that notification, Evan?
Nothing.
Do you have an update or parental controls?
I know their password.
Oh, you're freaking gay.
My dad put it on it like a year ago.
What the? Yeah, but it's so obvious that he's just stealing all of these like lyrics. He even stole a straight up song and then lied about it.
Yeah.
And since Jack Douth doesn't have like he isn't signed by a record label or anything, it's not like he can't copyright claim it. He has no network. Yeah, I'm gonna freaking like I really hope I'm gonna probably flag that video for copyright infringement.
Origami. And then Ethan gets more views.
Yeah, Ethan got more views.
Let's see if it sounds the same.
It will. There's no way he could make a beat like that or like freaking he could not edit his voice. He can't even like he can't even edit his videos. Like there's no way he could just edit his voice. And he gets a phone notification. He's obviously just screen recording it. He's so terrible at YouTube. Here, I'm gonna go comment on that video saying you stole this from Jack Dow.
How could Polar Origami was okay.
Oh no, don't play it. Oh no, I don't want to post on my second channel. I want to post on my normal channel. Switch account to normal TLS Roberto, please.
Let me see what songs he has.
They're so bad.
Oh, I just saw a song. Right here. Let's see if it sounds the same.
Oh, I spelled Douth wrong, frick.
No, wait, this isn't his song.
Yeah.
This is a shout out.
And he literally put it on his own SoundCloud. It's so bad. So, Evan had to leave to do something, so I'm gonna cut the footage here, and then, you know, put it back, in editing. So, I'll probably get some snippets. So basically the whole thing is Ethan's denying the fact that he stole the song by fuck, dude. So, yeah, I just disconnected my mic there for a sec. But basically what Ethan's saying is that like he screen recorded the song because he had it and posted it and he likes the song. But like the first thing he said was that he just edited his voice. So he's continuously coming back on statements that he's saying because he's just so freaking like he's so self-absorbed that he cannot be wrong. So he's just going to come back on something that he's saying and just make it right in his own eyes sort of. So he's just really really dumb right now. Um if you're watching this and you're one of Ethan Mcmenamy's friends, at least watch some of it before you literally just say I'm a hater in your comments in the comment section. Because I'm literally posing legitimate evidence that Ethan Mcmenamy is a liar and a piece of garbage. So yeah. Don't judge a cover by a book, basically. But more news about Ethan Mcmenamy while Evan is going to do something. Um, he has messaged us a lot on Discord, which is like the service that it's the chat service that I use to record the podcast with everyone. I use it a lot in general to talk with friends. And I've been noticing a little bit of a like pattern with what he does, and that he's just very very just dishonest with himself and his fans and people who watch his content and his friends and us, because he posts fake Google images on Twitter. We've already gone over this. He lies about like his wealth and his fame, because he constantly uses the fact that he has like 250 subs to like make other people look invalid, and it gets really annoying whenever he's just like, how can you speak when you only have 10 subs? It's like, how can you speak like you literally only have like 20 views on every video? And that's the thing, he has like 250 subs, but he only has like it only has between 10 and 25 views on most of his videos. Most of his current videos are getting anywhere between 20 no, not 20. Anywhere between 10 and 25 views. All his most popular videos, if you go to his most popular section, his most popular videos are the songs that he stole and pure and simple clickbait, like really terrible clickbait. And it's really, really, and like, just why would you do that? You really just seem like an idiot for just being a blatant liar to your fans and everything. You just seem like not the best person, Ethan. So how about you change? You didn't change after the first freaking podcast, and you didn't change now. You're still posting the same garbage content, and you're still lying to yourself and your fans. You're just not, a good YouTuber. And don't use subbots. Stop using subbots, please. Okay, there's so many people who you insist are a real person, but no. Yeah, so that's basically all I really wanted to say. Whenever Evan's back, we'll have like another conversation about it and stuff. Yeah, it's insane. The whole Ethan Mcmenamy situation, I don't know if it's gonna end or when it's gonna end. So that's pretty cool. That's really really nice. The fact that I just have to make videos about garbage like this. So whenever time you're listening to this, whether it's morning, afternoon, noon, or night, we're recording this at night. I always record or live stream at night. But whenever you're listening to this podcast, whether you're on my side in this argument or you are not, all I can really say is that look through evidence. Uh, it's a very good idea to look through evidence of a situation, and if you look at the evidence that we're trying to post, that we're basically trying to prove the point that Ethan Mcmenamy is just like a liar and he steals people's songs but won't admit it, and he just does not make good YouTube content, and he's just kind of dumb. And we're proposing evidence like the fact that he's lying about breaking his back, he steals songs from an actual like legitimate rapper with 500,000 subs on YouTube. If you look up Jack Douth on YouTube, you'll find a YouTube channel with 500,000 subscribers. And if you look up Kid Polar Origami, the first video that comes up is Ethan Mcmenamy's video that he stole from Jack Douth, Kid Polar. And basically he's trying to get us to believe that he made all of these songs and got the record label and everything. And also, he posted a song called Kid Polar Blah Blah Blah, which is also a song stolen from the real Kid Polar Jack Douth. He's posted things like Killer Clowns, those were all staged, and Guy Broke Into My House at 3 a.m., that was all staged and scripted. And it was also poorly staged and poorly scripted because you don't know how to edit your own videos. Use iMovie to edit your videos, please, Ethan. You're not dumb, I hope. Well, I mean, I know you're dumb, but I don't think you're that dumb. Another thing, there's really no other things I really had to say. Whenever Evan comes back, we'll talk more on this subject. And then whenever we're done sort of lambasting Ethan, we'll move on to some little like stories that we've been doing. I went to Denver recently, so that's probably gonna be a thing we're gonna talk about. I went to see a Eddie Izzard show, comedian. He's funny. But before we get into that story, we're gonna talk more on Ethan Mcmenamy whenever Evan gets back. So we'll wait. I'll probably put a cut in the editing. Unless he comes back right now, I won't have to edit out anything. That would be wonderful. But I'm going to explain the absence of a podcast. So there's been three main reasons. Number one is school. Number two is two of the members completely hate doing it. Jack is he's a bitch, and he can go fucking die. He's a bitch. He doesn't like communicate with us anymore. He's just so busy playing Rainbow Six or frickin' Rust with Eli, who's also just like kind of gotten sick of podcast. Even though we don't do it on like a regular basis, he's like, we keep doing this repetitively. It's like this is the third time we've ever done one. And so Jack and Eli, those are two separate reasons, because they're completely different reasons. So Jack, he's just gotten sick of it, and Eli is never online. He's never online, and when he is, he's super like reclusive, and he's also just kind of a bad person. That's something about him that kind of makes me not like him, is that he's not a very good person. He's kind of dumb. And he's just stupid. He does a lot of things that I don't like, too. He does a lot of things that basically almost everyone in our friend group does not like, which is like, even though like we tell him we don't like it, and he just keeps doing it because he's, you know, he's got 51 subs, and that's I don't actually think he flexes his subs to us, which I think is okay. That's one good thing about him, I guess. But yeah, that's the main reason why we haven't been posting. It's either because another reason why I haven't been posting is my computer broke. A little HDMI thing, an HDMI port just freaking fried itself. So I had to go get that fixed so I can hook it up to my monitor and actually be able to maneuver my computer and record a podcast, or like record anything for that matter. And those are the same usually, yeah, most of those are the same reasons behind why I haven't been doing YouTube much anymore. I'm gonna keep doing YouTube. I haven't stopped YouTube. I'm doing a lot more Twitch, and I also made new banners which look awesome. I haven't changed the ones for the Exposed podcast because they look nice anyway. I like the way they came out. And yeah. So those are just some of the main reasons why I've been sort of absent for the past while. So so this is gonna be sort of like an FAQ, even though nobody asked questions. But I'm knowing like whenever we get more relevant, these questions are gonna be asked. No, we will not live stream this podcast ever because I'm sort of scared for what some of the other members will say and how much trouble that will get me in. And another question that I know some people are going to ask is, will there ever be more members added? And absolutely, I'm thinking about getting Evan and Tyler in. We can have a 6-person podcast. And another question is that I think a lot of people are asking, or like people who like in Ethan Mcmenamy's or my own friend group are asking. No, Ethan Mcmenamy will probably not be on the podcast, considering how this podcast will be made, completely lambasting him. I doubt that he will be put onto the podcast because he's just kind of I don't think he knows like what a podcast actually is. He'll probably not treat it like how you would usually record a podcast, and he would probably just be really obnoxious, and that's why I do not want him on. I don't want him on. I don't even think he has a microphone. Yeah, that's kind of sad. But we will still likely have me and Chris, because like we're the only ones that actually want to record this. Jack treats it as if it's a freaking infringement on his human rights. He hates doing it for some reason. Eli's never online. He's in Paris or something right now. He's kind of anyway, to whenever Lil Burks or Evan gets back online, he said BRB. I think he's doing something right now. So I'm gonna tell you a quick story about what happened yesterday. Something happened yesterday. So I went to a little place known as Denver, Colorado. Now, if you don't know this place, it's a really beautiful city, but it also is like full of crack fiends. So I would really not recommend living there. It's kind of an odd place to live. But I'll give it the fact that it's a beautiful city, and it's also kind of like there are good people there, but it's also a very odd city to live. But there's this beautiful theater there. It's called Paramount Theater, and I love that place. It's a very, very beautiful theater. And I went to see a showing of a comedian, Eddie Izzard, and his Wunderbar show. And I think it was a funny show. But there were some things that happened between when we got to Denver and when we got to the show. So we got to Denver at about 5:30, but we got to the show at about 8. The show started at 8:30, and we started seating at 7:30. So there was about a 2-hour gap between what we were doing. So first we went to this Mexican restaurant it's not a very good Mexican restaurant. A lot of the food tastes like nothing. Yeah. But in that restaurant, it's also a bar, so I'm guessing it's more known for the drinks than the Mexican food. It's like Mexican grill and bar or something, some shit like that. But there was this dude who was sitting at the bar, and he was just probably hammered drunk. And he was getting really, really mad at the bartender for like saying that he couldn't, like, I don't even know what the bartender was saying. I'm pretty sure the bartender was refusing to give him drinks or telling him that he needs to sober up a little bit, because this dude was incredibly drunk. He was blah, 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 drunk, like barely able to form words drunk. And so he comes along and just sits down and just starts smacking the table, no, the bar counter, as just over and over again, just boop, 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 boop. And it was such an odd thing for me to see. It was so weird. And he wasn't saying anything, and he had just a blank expression on his face when he was doing it. So I didn't know if he was mad or if he was just crazy. Evan's back. Evan. I was in the middle of telling a story, dude.
I have to be quiet.
Why do you have to be quiet?
Because my parents are about to fall asleep. Once they're asleep, I can actually, talk. But once they're falling asleep, I don't want to, disrupt them.
Just, freaking, close your door. Or just speak softly.
That's what I'm doing.
Alright. Okay. But I was in the middle of telling a story about a time yesterday when I went to Denver to see a comedian, and I was telling a story about how I went to this Mexican restaurant and bar sort of area, and this dude who was just hammered drunk, he was like barely able to form words. He just walks up, after the bartender told him to like sober up or to like stop drinking, and then he just goes over to the counter and just starts slamming it with his hand, just like pum 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 pum. And then he has a blank expression, so I was just like, I can't tell if this dude's mad or just batshit crazy. And so the bartender is like, "Sir, we're gonna have to escort you out." And so they like loop his arms, like how you would carry a lady into a freaking dance or something. And then the dude's just like, he starts growling like a dog. And it's just the craziest thing ever. It's like,
Bro, your connection's really bad.
oh, is it? Oh shit.
Yeah, your mic's lagging.
Sorry. But the dude is just growling like some kind of dying animal. And it's funny. It's funny. So, like, I don't, and he just gets carried out. I'm just like, what was that? Why? Do you have anything else to say on anything Mcmenamy before, like, we go into, like, sort of crazy stories, and then whenever Chris comes back?
Here, I need to restart my Discord. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna raise his volume so that he can be heard. But whenever he restarts his Discord, we will be in the zone. I think we'll be in the zone.
See, bro, right back. Okay, so you want a story about me?
Hmm?
You want a story about me?
Do you have a story that you can tell?
I have a story.
Alright. What's your story?
Okay, so my friends and I went to like a town carnival, right?
Okay. I already.
Okay.
I'm already intrigued.
Okay. So my friends and I were just hanging out there for a little bit. It was like the sun wasn't even down, so it was like pretty boring. So like this one friend, he was like he was like wasn't really anyone's friend. He just like stood by us like a cloud chaser. And well, we were going to like ride this like big ride. It's like this big roller coaster, and there's like it was like a double corkscrew, and I was scared as fuck. Like I did not want to do it, but I ended up doing it. And when we got off, I saw my crush and her friend group there, and so I'm like, so
Freak,
I,
dude. No.
so I'm like hyped because I didn't think I would like see her here, and so like our friend groups are like both of our friend groups like know each other pretty well. They're both it's like our school, so
Oh
we
yeah,
know each
okay. I
we
get
know
it.
each other pretty well. And so all of us we get some popcorn, right? We get some popcorn from a booth. I have to pay for all of it. And so then we go into like some like it's like some haunted house thing. It was like some horror maze. It was pretty creepy. And so we walked through it, and I was like scared as fuck. Like that was it was way worse than the roller coaster. I but my favorite part about it, like my crush, she like went into my arms when she was scared, which is pretty nice. But bro,
Bruh.
I literally when she was in my arms, I freaking pissed my pants. And bro, so we got out of the haunted house, and I pissed my pants. Killer clown that popped out of the corner after this like zombie like old man was there. He was just like talking to us, like mumbling. And then so we get outside of the maze, right? And um I realized I pissed my pants. So I
Oh,
look down, and I go to the popcorn stand, I buy some water and spill it all over my pants. Like, trying to hide it up. And I'm like, oh, I did it. I covered it all up. But then my crush was like, why does it smell like piss? And
bruh.
everyone found out that I pissed my pants, and that's the story.
That's a pretty epic story. Just kidding. It was trash. Freaking suck, dude. Let me take another memory I can recall of something fucking retarded. That happened. Oh, over the summer I went to the fairgrounds, and
Oh yeah. Hmm.
so there's this freaking ride. It's literally called Vertigo, and I was like, yeah, I want to ride that. I rode it. I got off, and I took like 2 steps, and then face planted into the ground, and I face planted so
Like the
hard. I freaking just slammed my nose first into the ground, and then it basically crushed like every single piece of cartilage in my nose was just shattered. And I had to go to I was freaking airlifted. Not just kidding. I got in a car and went to a hospital, or an ER, emergency room. And then, like, I don't know what happened because I face planted and I was just knocked out like that. It was really quick. So I don't know what happened, but I woke up in the ER, and I had like just it was so odd because it was like I didn't have bandages like around my whole face. I just had it like supporting my nose. Like it was just like the weirdest kind of suspension system for my nose, just made out of like bandages and gauze and stuff. So that was fun.
I
Holy
got
shit.
another story. This was actually at school. All the stuff
Wait,
goes down at school.
the school in Colorado or the school in Chicago?
Not in my new one. Okay. So it was. I've been in school for like 3 weeks now, right? And I had to take a math test, and I was completely new to this unit because I was like brand new to school, and they've been working on this unit for like 2 months now, and I'm like I knew I was probably gonna fail that test. It decided like our whole grade for the third quarter,
Oh, that's pretty
and
cringe.
yeah, and I was about to fail it. So okay, so I'm bored in math class because I don't want to take the test, and because I just know I'm gonna fail it. So I asked the teacher to go to the restroom. Right, I walk like up and down the seventh grade wing like 5 times, and I had to I had to take a poop, right?
Uh-huh.
And the seventh grade like bathrooms were disgusting, like actually disgusting. So I I didn't want to go in there, and I've never been in the eighth grade wing, so I decided to go in there in the eighth grade wing and go in the bathrooms, right? So I as soon as I get in the bathroom, it smells like strawberries, and 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 so I go in the big stall. I was like trying to open the door to the big stall, but it was locked. So then I go in the like you know how like in bathrooms there's like a little stall next to it, the big stall, like the candy cap stall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just oh my god, I saw in that stall, and I some guy like the stall next to me in the big stall, he's like breathing like really heavily. I thought it was kind of sus, so
Oh no.
I kind of just leave him alone. So I get on with my poop. At the end, I I see like vape clouds coming out of the bathroom stall, and
Oh no. Is he
and I'm like
drooling, bro?
oh my god, this kid's probably drooling. So I wash my hands, get out of the like run out of the bathroom, and I'm like, and once I'm telling this story, I feel like an idiot. Why would I run out of the bathroom? That just makes me look really sus. So my 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 math teacher, right? I've been gone for like 20 minutes. He was looking for me, and he he checked like all the bathrooms in the seventh grade wing, and he decided to go to the eighth grade wing. And he's like, Evan, what have you been doing? I'm like, oh, I just had to go to the bathroom. He asked me why I didn't go into the what's it called, seventh grade wing. I said because it's disgusting. He's like, okay, let's get back to class now. And then he walks inside of the bathroom. I don't know why. He just like checked it, and he grabs the guy that was inside and pulls him outside, and he asked me if I was involved with that. And I told him no. I just had to go to the bathroom, and yeah, I got on with my day. Some kid was drooling in the bathroom. And my math teacher thought I was doing it too.
So, did you hear about the whole like thing with all the 8th graders that were trading nudes at Altona?
Yeah.
All right. But what I bet you didn't hear is this one 8th grade chick who was cooking meth and recorded it on her phone.
Oh
Like,
yeah, she posted it on her story.
oh, did she? Did she
Yeah.
post on her story of? Oh my god. But
She had a
yeah,
meth lab in her room.
yeah, and then the police, like she was like the first person to get called up by the police investigation, and like her parents got freaking sent to. I don't even know if they got. I think they're still like investigating their house for the like more evidence is coming up because like more meth and drugs are being found in their house. It's so insane. It's like why would you like how dumb do you have to be to cook meth and then like take pictures of it?
Do you know what my sister said?
What'd you say?
My sister said, first they went to like the school and they searched her backpack and they found marijuana in it, but I don't know if that's true. My sister just said that.
I think they found marijuana in her locker. Or
Yeah,
they
I'm not
found
sure.
like either like marijuana or heroin or something in her locker. and then they went through her phone and found like meth and other drugs in her
Yeah.
camera roll, and then they went through more. They
My
went through
sister
like
told her name, but I forget.
they went through like more. They went to her house and they found like a freaking meth lab. It was so insane. It was
It was
like,
in her room too.
yeah,
It's
was
like
it? I thought it was like in her basement or something. Like I thought she would
nah,
be
it's in her room.
sensible and put the meth lab in the basement.
Nope, she put it in her room.
That's the dumbest.
Yeah,
When
it's
do you
so
think?
stupid.
When do you think Chris will be back, bro?
I don't know. He usually takes a while.
Yeah, cause he goes somewhere and then he does what he was doing and then he comes back, but he takes like 15 minutes just to get on his computer. His Elliot book. It's so dumb.
Did you see that Eli gave him that keyboard?
Oh yeah, and it's like got the most grime in it. His Razer keyboard. His Razer clicky keyboard that he has. And I freaking went over to his house to play Arsenal, and then like there's just so much dirt and disgustingness in his keyboard. It's so gross.
um,
I mean, I even got my keyboard, the keyboard that I have right now, I got it used and it's still like there's no dirt or anything in it.
Mine doesn't have any dirt, but there's some like fluid on the keycaps. I can wash it off quick though.
You have a Logitech keyboard, right? You have one of those stupid Roamer G ones.
What?
You have a Logitech keyboard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's what I thought.
I got silence keycaps. So I mean keys, not keycaps.
But they're
Don't
like
worry.
Tyler's, isn't they? They're not very silent, right?
Yeah, I don't know why. He has a different keyboard than me, so.
Yeah. Mine are like meant to be silent. They're the Cherry MX Silence, bro.
Bro, can I tell you some sketchy story? Okay, so I was going on a cruise to Alaska, a Disney cruise. That's where I got that Pluto picture from.
Yeah.
And before it, they took off from Vancouver, Canada, because it's pretty close to Alaska. It's just like it's north from LA, and so we stayed there like 3 nights in Vancouver. So my dad remembered like the Chinatown in Vancouver being like really friendly and a bunch of like Asian people just living there having a fun time, and they have like really good like soup dumplings, I think he said. And so we go to Chinatown in Vancouver, and like it's weird. There's like one of those like big like temple things, like a big gateway temple thing, and we drive through it, and there's like graffiti everywhere. It's like really sus. So we get out of the car, we're about to go inside to the restaurant. Well, we didn't like know which one. We were about to just go eat at a restaurant. And so we walked around for a little bit, and bro, I was shaking and my palms were sweating, bro. I was like holding my mom's hand on my left and my dad's hand on my right cuz I was creeped out. There was some like lady like following us, and
Bruh.
she had like messed up teeth. Like they were like disgusting. And she was probably like in her 40s. She told my mom my sister was really beautiful. Like she was like, you have a very beautiful daughter." And she wasn't even Asian. She was white, and we think like she was on like meth because her teeth were messed up, and the way like she acted. And so we walk by like some like shut down restaurant. There were like like bars on it, and she starts like doing like prostitute dances like on the chains, like moving her butt around, you know. And
Ew, gross.
and then my mom's like, "Oh, she's probably a prostitute for people here." So keep on walking. This lady stops following us and leaves us alone finally. And we walk by like a lot of homeless people, like 20 tents, and it smelled disgusting. And they were like mumbling, and they had like they were in awful condition. So we crossed the street from there, And my parents and my sister and I were just like, we gotta get out of here. So we walk out, we see some body on the ground. We don't know if it was dead or alive, but I looked at his vein, and there's like blood coming out of it where you ingest heroin in yourself. And so we're about to get out of this place, and some guy, he's an old guy. He's probably 80s. He was black, and he's like, I got the crack, you got the crack, give me the crack, I got the money for it, give me the crack, give me the crack, you got the crack, give me the crack, I got the money for it. He was like mumbling that to himself, and everyone was just like drug addicts there. It was insane. My
So,
dad said like 10 years before it was just like a peaceful place, but they weren't getting enough money from the government.
oof.
Yeah.
So another story in Denver. So in the line to get to Paramount Theater, which is like where the show where I was
Yeah.
going to is being hosted, there was like a group of 4 guys, and they're all these like white dudes that look like it looked like the after picture of a meth addict, and like they all look almost identical. They all have the same like reddish hair and beards, but with like the gray and white in it, and they're all super skinny, and they're walking really strangely, and they all talk like, oh my God, they talk like that. They talk like they have something in their throat. And so they all walk past, and they're just like, they're saying basically gibberish, like, I got the bug, I was like, oh my God, what kind of drugs is that guy on? And there was this like, so we catch up to them, like they stop, and then the line moves, so we're like right next to them, and they're literally doing a drug deal right there on the sidewalk next to a line of a theater, and they're just like they're selling like freaking crack and like something. It's just the worst. I was like, I want to get away from this guy.
Do
There's
you
a
know
lot
the
of hmm.
Do you know the YouTuber, what's his name? Luna?
No, I don't think I know him.
So funny, bro. Here, look, I'll screen share.
Okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if I know this guy.
He just does stories.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Luna, the leafy clone.
bro, his stories are so funny. See, look, this is pretty much like what we experienced. We just walked past it, and everyone's just like this. It wasn't like an awful society, and there was like just homeless people just like backed up. It was insane. It was really sus.
Here, ooh, that guy's doing okay. But did you hear about Pro Jared?
No, I have no idea who that is.
Oh, you don't know Pro Jared, the guy who like cheated on 2 different people at once?
This kid?
Yeah, Pro Jared. He cheated on his wife with another girl, and then like manipulated that other girl. Is crazy.
Manipulated her? What do you mean?
He like basically made the other girl that he was cheating on feel like to not suppress like feelings or anything, and it sort of made her kind of become like, there's better videos. Go like watch, Treesicle. They made like videos on it that shows it better than me. But basically he cheated on his wife. He took acid in front of the police. All right. Do you have any other spooky stories, bro?
Let me think.
Oh, I have a story. I think you were there for this. Were you there when the technology teacher at Altona got got freaking busted by
No.
the police for drinking and
Yeah.
driving and hit and run?
HIV.
Hmm?
What, HIV?
She did not have HIV. She was That's DUI, you freaking moron.
Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Bro, I'm so tired right now. I'm
Bro, dude,
sorry.
you got the 8 brain, dude. But anyway, so like this one kid in nutrition class, health class, this one kid freaking posted her mugshot to this like discussion board. Just posted her mug shot to the discussion board, and it was the best, but it was also like the worst. It's 10:44 where you are. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, bro.
It's only 9:44 here, bro.
Let me go to the Altona news.
Say Altona Middle School, and then go to news. There's probably gonna be the whole scandal of nudes. Oh no, there it is. There it is.
Just
Third one down. 5 facts you need to know.
look at this. Jessica Lynn Brady was accused of under that apartment complex. Brady admitted police said she has consumed 1 beer while at home. 1 beer, damn, she's light. Shootings witnesses video.
Oh yeah, she's
arrested
really
for
light if
no-
she like got drunk driving from
One
one
beer?
beer.
Holy crap.
What is that?
It's an art degree.
Alright, so like oh, there was one kid that freaking
Mhm.
there's this one kid and like he's an 8th grader. And no, it wasn't an 8th grader. It was this one kid in my 5th period history class, Otis. You know Otis?
Yeah.
He just like okay, so the teacher was talking about how like in China they would use freaking like manure to help fertilize the ground for like growing rice and stuff, and then he just goes like shit right in front of the teacher. Like, does this kid have Tourette's or something? What does this do? And then like there's almost no reaction because he does it all the time. It's insane.
What's I gonna do?
But yeah, it's so oh, do you want me to tell you about the time whenever I first came here?
I want to see this movie really bad.
Wait, let me tell you about the time I first came here. So basically, I came here and I went to Boulder to meet up with some friends, like friends of family and stuff.
Mhm.
And it was basically like so I went to Boulder, and Boulder is like the most run-down liberal city you could ever come across. Like, you've been to Boulder, right?
Yeah, I've been to Boulder.
Yeah, of course. And you know how every block there's at least like one person who's just on the sidewalk smoking something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we walked to the Sink. You know that restaurant that Obama went to? That restaurant?
Nope.
That's good pizza. Well, there's a restaurant called the Sink in Boulder, and Obama went to it once, and we went there, and they have really, really good food. But that's besides the point. And we walked down a street to get to it, and we would take a right turn, and it would be right there. But we passed like 6 or 7 different like awful looking people that were definitely just doing tons of drugs, and I was like, okay, there's a lot of drugs here. I was like, I was a little bit like, I don't know if I'm gonna fit in because I'm like, I don't know about weed. I know about weed now. Like, I'm super for using weed. You were saying?
Okay. So yeah. Like this is kind of like a story of the one you just said. So I was in LA. This was like my first time I was in LA. My parents have lived there for like 4 years, but They lived there like 20 years ago, and
Back before gas was $4 there.
yeah, so they lived there, and we were going there because like my family likes the ocean, and I do too. And so we were going there and see the river in LA is called LA River. How original, and it's like not like a nice river. It's you can Google it. It's like concrete. It's like man-made. And so I was like we drove like on top of it. There was a bridge, and I saw like a bunch of people like tent camping down there. I don't know what they were doing. And I saw some like one lady with like that was definitely like she, it was like this heroin's pretty much like the only needle drug I know of, but she literally was like injecting heroin down there
Ooh.
in the river.
Nice, dude.
Did you see what it is?
What is it?
Here, look. I'll share my screen. See, it literally just looks like this.
Oh yeah, I've seen LA River.
Yeah, it's like not like it doesn't even look like a river.
Yeah,
Just
because
looks
it's
like
in LA and people don't know what a river is. But yeah, it's like it's so shallow and thin that you can literally just sit at the bottom of it.
but it's slippery.
Uh-huh. I don't really understand how people think it's beautiful or something.
You know what Molly is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. One time I don't know what it was, but like I swear like I
You
saw one
ate
of the
you I heard I ate and that was all I heard and I don't know. I don't know
I
how I
swear
feel.
I saw someone like I don't I swear I saw it on the ground. This is what it looked like. Here, let me show you. It looked like this. I don't know if it was freaking like vitamins. I don't know if I
Did it say like Sky or WW on it or VW?
No, it just looks like this one. It just looked like plain.
It's probably just a random pill.
I don't know, bro.
Because Molly doesn't always look like pills. It doesn't always
These is
come in pills.
yeah, it does. Well, this. Can I show you?
Chris,
Chris?
Chris,
What up,
Chris,
Chris?
Mm.
What up?
Chris, dude, do you have any good stories?
Yum. Chris, you got any good stories? We're just talking about stories right now.
The podcast?
Yeah.
No, stories. Yeah, we're just talking about stories.
You're
Any
still
like scary stories or anything?
this video.
You're unintelligible, dude. I can't hear you.
Sorry, I was eating something. How long is the?
I'm still recording it. We've been
Maybe.
we've been recording for like an hour.
I've
You
been
can
gone for like an hour and a half.
Do you have
Chris,
any like stories?
Or would you
Wait, no,
like
I've only
more?
been gone for like 53 minutes. It's a short one.
Yeah, it's fine.
I in preschool,
Mm-hmm.
I go up to my teacher, and I'm all like, "You hot? You want to date?" And she just like she said yes.
That's fake.
That's so
No, it's
fake.
not.
Maybe
She's being nice.
the
Okay, fine.
she said yes part is fake, but like
Bro,
Okay, fine. She said she just laughed. Okay.
wait, no, I actually had a crush on my kindergarten teacher. I got the story. I got the story. Okay.
dude, my kindergarten teacher was like 75.
Bro, my kindergarten teacher, bro, she was like now I think about it, she was ugly. She was like in her 30s. Like I'm like ooh. I'm like ooh. Okay, so she wore skirts skirts all the time, and her name was Miss Lafferty, and
Mm.
okay, so like I don't know why I had like a big crush on her, and I was a curious little kindergartner, so I used to go like this.
But what?
Here, I used to like wave around like my hand all the time like a rocket ship. Like I was like, "Doo, doo," and then one time, like she was like, I always sit in the front, and she was she was sitting up there reading a book to us, and we like were all sitting on the ground in front of her on a desk, and I take my rocket ship. I was just like looking to the side of me because she had like some poster, and I always get distracted on posters. I don't know why. And my rocket ship, I fly up and I lift up her skirt.
What the freak, bro?
I didn't mean to,
Okay,
but
so here I have another injury story.
wait, Chris, do you have any like drug encounters or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can Chris say it?
I said my dad once bought me vitamins.
Oh my god.
Uh
Okay, Cherry, what is it?
so okay, here's another story about injury. And so here's what happened. I was so in preschool, in I think 3K or 4K, like my first or second year of preschool. I was 3 years old, so I was in 3K, and there was this Italian kid in my class. His name was Lorenzo, and he was the chillest kid ever, bro. And but he could barely speak English, so it was kind of like double-edged sword. But so we were like roughhousing like a bunch of, idiotic 3-year-olds do inside of this, like, underneath a like a freaking wooden like playhouse fort. And so he freaking shoves me, and I flip around, I do a 180, and I fall flat. But no, I don't fall flat. I fall, and there's a corner of a bench that I just slam my forehead into. And I get up, and there's just splitting, just like 5 inch, not 5 inch, like this 3 inch long gash on my forehead. And so I just like step out of the little like play fort, and my teacher just sprints to me. It was so insane. And I just sit in the nurse's office for like 15 minutes, and then I go, and then my mom comes, and then she picks me up, and she's just like, okay, let's go to the urgent care right across the street. And the second I walked in, they were just like, send him to the ER. We can't take that. I was like, oh shoot, dude, I finna die because I'm a little 3-year-old. And I go to the
Okay.
ER.
Bro.
I go to the ER, and they're just like, okay, we're gonna do literally nothing for like an hour and just let you bleed on a table. And then they come back after an hour and just stitch me out there. I was like, you couldn't have done that 1 hour ago. And they were just like, huh? That's my
No
story.
way.
Story of me. Okay, so I don't know, I was probably in like, well, I was in preschool. That's all I know. And like every year, I used to live in Massachusetts, and every year my parents threw like a summer party, and we had like all of our family slash friends come over, and it was like we got like one of those like inflatable water slides. We put up an inflatable pool. It was like a really fun time. We ordered like pizza, and so I was having a good time. So my friend, his name was Jacob, um, and so I have to go pee, and he had to go pee too, and so we didn't know any better, so we'd go in the same bathroom, pee at the same time in the same toilet, and we both like stare at each other's peens, and
What?
it was so
Oh,
weird.
that's just gonna be a good story.
Was yours
And
larger?
yeah,
Jack Fishman's like, teeny.
press like a shrimp.
When we
Okay,
went to the pool, this was like 10 times smaller.
okay, so so I
Jack
was peeing.
Fishman.
We were peeing, and then we just stopped looking at each other. We looked straight, like how I normally pee. We just like look straight at the wall. I don't know why I do that. And then
Eli's
I
penis is
turn
proportional to the rest of his body.
he's on the right of me. He's on the right of me. I turn to my right with my pants still down, thinking I'm all done, and I accidentally peed.
No way, no way, no, no way.
I
Liar,
peed.
liar.
I'm not even kidding.
You peed on him.
I peed on him on accident. He literally cried in the bathroom, and his parents. No, it wasn't his parents. It's like some. What was her name? Her name was like Sophia. Her parents came in because they were in the kitchen, and they see both of us naked, like bottom down naked, and
Mm.
and and he was crying, and then I started crying because it felt bad. Yeah, that's it.
I have a story like that. So in first grade, named Derek, and this one other kid who kept following us. So basically, we sat at one of the lunch tables in our like after school program. We
Bro,
anyway. So
bro,
what happened?
look what? No. Wait, Chris, look at, bro. Look
Yeah?
what he said. Bro, Ethan posted this on his Snapchat story.
Send,
Wait, what'd he say? What'd he say?
send it. I want to see it.
Send it.
Don't spoil it. I just wanted to see it.
These
Wait.
kids like trying to make me like a girl.
Never gonna work. Little
Lol.
Burks is making me. Oh my god.
He's such a
Think he's so
freaking
stupid.
idiot, dude. Wait,
I
alright,
mean-
Chris, continue with your story and then we can make fun of Ethan Mcmenamy.
All right, perfect. So basically, we went at the table, and we both looked under the table, and you know what happened next? You know what I'm saying? We looked, and so one dude kept showing. He's like, "Show me yours, or else I'm telling my mom." What happened was he told his mom on me. So, he went and then he was like, "I'm gonna give you another chance." Then we do it the next day. Got in trouble for that.
Okay, how I lost my virginity story. You ready?
Wait, no.
Alright,
I don't
after
think-
after this, I need to tell a story.
Sure, no, I won't tell it because I kind of feel weird.
Alright, okay. So
I don't want you to know.
there was this kid in my kindergarten class, or yeah, kindergarten, and his name was Jonathan, and so he's blonde and he has a very long head. He looks like a freaking villager, and
Wait, does he look like Ferb from Phineas and Ferb?
yes, that's what he looks like. He looks like Ferb except he's blonde. So this kid, he's at his desk and he just stares at me and then he just whips his dick out. Like, no joke.
Wait,
He just
no
looks,
cap.
he looks at me and then he just like, he's at his desk and then he just like, he does like the thing, like just basically he just like whips his pants down. It's just like zoom. He's at his desk and everyone just looks. It's insane.
That's just nice.
That's
Yeah.
so weird.
Stop posting in chat, Chris.
Is that how he looked?
Next son.
No, he looked like less manly.
So
Okay,
I can't find any
ready?
blonde hair ones though.
I want you to tell
Okay. Chris,
your
give
like,
us. Wait, Chris, do you have no experience with drugs?
Well, that's a private story.
oh,
Bro,
freaking
come on.
noob.
Do you guys? Only if you guys tell me one.
All right, so
Okay.
so whenever I was I was still where I used to live. I was still in Alabama. I freaking
You're from Alabama?
yeah. If you make an incest joke, I will come and strangle you. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yo, wait. Yo, wait, did Ethan go to your school?
No, Ethan's from Texas.
He was
My
born in
exes.
flexing on my exes.
All right, so
Bro,
but
Ethan's
whatever.
so
So
different.
I was still there, and I found what you call it, edibles. I found freaking like gummy bear edibles or whatever. And at this time I was like 12 or something, and I was just like, cool. I grabbed like a handful.
Wait, actually? Oh my gosh.
I grab like a handful and just like eat half of it, and I fall asleep. And I just wake up, and I didn't even like experience like a high or anything. I just fell
Wait.
asleep.
Wait, like marijuana edibles?
Yeah, like THC. It's very anticlimactic because I didn't like experience like a high or anything. I just sort of like I just like fell on my bed and passed out.
Story on how I got drunk accidentally. Okay.
Accidentally.
Yeah, okay. You guys know vodka, right? It's like almost like crystal clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought it was water. I was I was at like a party with my friends. Like this is almost like this is like 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Okay, so I was at a party with my friends. It was like a bunch of high school kids.
Ooh. Oh no.
And we were literally like the youngest at my party. It was my friend's older sister's party, and his sister was cool with us going. So my mom was okay with it. I didn't have to like sneak out. I just told her there's gonna be no alcohol or drugs, and I was
There
on
was
the
alcohol
case.
and drugs.
Yeah. Well, there was only marijuana, which is not that bad.
It's legal.
It wasn't legal at the time here.
Uh-oh.
The law got surpassed like 2 weeks ago, almost like a week before they were doing it illegally. So
Wait, how
this
old
is
were
what
these high schoolers?
what?
How old were the high schoolers?
Like 16 or 17.
Oh no.
So I was at a party, right? My friend offered me a drink. I'm like, yeah, sure. I didn't want to get into anything bad because I'm a good boy. This man gave me in a water bottle, right? With there was no no like wrapper on the outside, and like the cap wasn't sealed. But myself being an idiot at the time, of course, I drank it and tasted really sour, smelled like alcohol, and honestly regretted myself. And I'm like, fuck it. I already had one sip. I had 3 more sips, and I wasn't like drunk. I was like tipsy, but yep.
That was good.
I mean, yeah. That works.
Tell us about the story about how you lost your
How I lost my wood.
The virginity story that is totally real and not
No.
fake at all.
Bro, I hate it when people flex like they've lost it when they like it's just like you know who Quentin Preston is?
Oh fuck.
Quentin, yeah.
Only in 5th grade a story.
He looks like an edible gummy bear.
He told me a weird story in 5th grade.
I'll be honest. I was a virgin a long time, and I wish I was still one. But
Can you tell me the story though?
no, bro, I don't feel comfortable. I'm sorry.
No.
What? What?
Maybe can you do it off camera?
No, no, I'm not gonna tell it to you.
Alright.
I'll tell it to you later in
Kinda sounds
life.
fake then.
Later in
Okay,
life.
No, I just
Yeah,
don't
it sounds
feel
fake. Yeah, it
that
sounds
right now.
fake. Yeah,
Okay.
until he actually does lose it, and then he's gonna tell us the real story.
Bro, I lost my virginity to a rubber glove, bro.
Oh, same.
I'm not. You guys don't have to believe me, but it's fine.
I don't believe you because you're like, you're like being like a kid puller who makes like.
You know that
stories.
I think it's in some states now, if you're 14, you can legally have sex.
Wait, it's not
Wait,
legal.
where? Let me Google.
It's not legal here.
In Colorado, you have to be 16. Age of consent 16. But
Really?
in some states, like age of consent is 16, but like a 16-year-old can have sex with a 14-year-old. Like in some states, it's really weird. Like a 14-year-old can have sex with a 14-year-old, but a 14-year-old can have sex with a 16-year-old.
That makes
But
no
an
sense.
but an 18-year-old cannot have sex with someone who is 4 years younger than them.
Yeah, that makes that a rule here too.
I don't think that's a rule in Colorado, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no,
Actually, it
because
might be.
that's-
I think
yeah.
it might be in Colorado.
No, you can't date under if somebody's under the age of 3 years.
Oh, there goes Tyler.
Oof.
Did
If
you know
somebody's 3
that?
years
Did you
It's
know
fine.
that?
He wasn't talking.
Yeah. Did you know that the age of consent in Nigeria is 1.5?
Wait,
a
are you
year and a
kidding?
half?
Yeah, look up age of consent in Nigeria.
Nigeria?
Well, women haven't like produced their eggs yet.
I know.
Like their hormones
Oh,
haven't kicked in.
no. Trey,
half.
it says in 2018, this is aged 10 or younger in Nigeria are not legally able to
But
consent.
that's still crazy. 10. Like
Yeah,
I'm
if
11.
you're 11, you can. Jesus Christ.
Look, wait.
I was a horny ass
Nigeria's
11-year-old.
rape law is violated when an individual has consent person under age 11.
But like it's Nigeria, so like there's no like legitimate like policing force that's gonna actually arrest the person.
Somebody 18 can 11 an 11-year-old?
Yeah.
Wait, there's no like limit on an adult having sex with a minor who's over the age of consent. That's fucked.
Well, it says here anyone under the age 11 who if you,
All right, let's stop
somebody
talking about consent. Let's talk about something better.
Wait, Chris, can we get your drug story or no?
nah, bro.
Or is your life
I
boring?
told mine, and you're just like, no.
Nah, it's not that bad though.
Then what is it?
It's just like continue like.
I've never seen like edibles with like someone
No,
like.
I can do it off camera. I can tell you
They
it's not
look
that bad.
and they look and like taste just like normal like food, but they're not food.
No, I've seen them. Like my parents' friends had them. I forget their. Here. Let me. What? Why are you saying?
Trey, guess what I'm about to pin, okay? You have to guess it, okay?
I think you're going to pin the first Sonic I posted.
Oh, you were close. Oh.
God.
Obama.
All right, back to the back to podcast.
Alright guys, welcome to dude Trey, you're wasting like a lot of storage by recording like an hour.
Oh, what?
Like I have a 2 terabyte hard drive and then an SSD. I'm good.
Bro, do you really think somebody's gonna watch an hour of us talking?
Yes.
Yes.
It's entertaining.
It's good stories. They might skip around. It's only like an hour and 30 minutes.
Chris,
kind of.
Chris,
Alright,
I told him the carnival one.
Oh
What
yeah, the
carnival?
carnival one where he pissed his pants in front of his crush and spilled water all over it, and then it smelled like piss, and they got called out.
Do you guys want to see a cool
I
picture?
told one about whenever I went to the fairgrounds, and I freaking fell. I went off a ride and then face planted into the ground and like broke every piece of cartilage in my nose. It was wonderful.
Bro, you guys are gonna enjoy this image.
That's oh my. Bro, that's so hot.
When Janessa gives you lice.
So, anyway. You want to hear a story of like the time where I saw police freaking shoot some guy?
Sure.
All right.
I haven't encountered anything like that. I wish I have them.
It's really freaking surreal to see it in person than rather like just on like a freaking dash cam footage. But anyway, here's what happened. So this
Was it in
dude, he was, yeah, it was in Alabama. So this guy is walking around this Shell gas station, right next to an intersection with a freaking he had like I think it was a gun. No, not a gun. A pellet gun. He had a pellet gun. Like a pellet gun and a knife in his hands, and he was like shooting like the pellet gun into the windows and like freaking like putting little holes in the windows with the pellets. And so the police show up, and this dude just like freaking sprints this right to the car, and there's like 5 cops there that just like, unload into the guy, and he's just like it was
Really?
yeah.
Ethan Mcmenamy disapprove.
Wait, you at the gas station?
Yeah, it was at the gas station. A bunch of police like basically barricaded off the gas station, and then the guy ran out of the gas station and just sprinted towards one of the cars with the pellet gun,
Wait,
with a
bro, I
pellet
have
gun
an
and a
experience
knife,
kind of like that.
and the police just shot the dude up.
Did he die?
I think so. I think it was in the news. He got shot like 15 times and died.
Bet.
Okay, so I was camping with my family, right?
Mhm.
It was like in Fort Collins. We were like camping next to a lake, and there was like some little fishing pond that I went to every day with my dad. Every time we would camp there, and so like the owner of the campgrounds, like the employees would drive around golf carts, right?
Mhm.
So I was camping there, and I went down to the fish pond with my dad. Caught like 20 fish, and we're about to leave, and then we see some car like on in the grass patch. He's like literally just cornered himself. All the golf carts like got him trapped, and we had no idea what was going on. This man was like trying to like get out of there. He had his wife in the car and 2 sons, and his wife was crying, and like the children just looked shocked. And
No, I
so
don't believe this story.
you don't believe me?
Never had an encounter like that.
You haven't?
You don't believe like do you believe my story of me like literally witnessing the police freaking gunning a dude down outside a gas station?
Did you cry?
Did I cry?
Me? I didn't.
Or you-
I
I
didn't.
didn't fuck on what was happening.
Did I get scared? Trey, did you
I
like
was
get
Trey. I
scared?
would have been happy, kid.
Oh, I mean, I was scared whenever like the guy was running around and there was no police there, but whenever the police came, I was like, okay, this dude's fucked.
Okay, so I was just saying, I was just the the golf carts trapped the guy in, and soon later called the police. The police got here. They got the guy out of the car, handcuffed him, took him back to the station, and then they found out he had I don't know why they arrested him. He had marijuana on his site, and he got arrested because like you couldn't have like drugs in like a campsite. That was like their rule. I don't know why. It was pretty stupid though.
Wow.
And you
I
had to
know.
pay. You had to pay like 100K to like repair the golf cart because you hit one.
Really?
If you don't believe me, I can
Golf
ask my
carts are
dad.
not 100K, dude.
I said 10K.
You said 100.
My bad.
Oh yeah, you said bro, 100K for a golf cart. You can get like a really good Tesla for that much money.
Gucci golf cart.
Gucci golf cart.
Gucci golf cart, bro.
Is that even a thing? I'm searching it up on
Louis
Golf
Vuitton
cart?
golf cart.
Chris, say
Make
Louis
sure.
Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
No, you say Louis Vuitton.
Louis
I said
Vuitton.
Louis
Chris, why do you say
Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton?
Louis Vuitton. I
It's
said
Louis
Louis
Vuitton, bro.
No, but you used to always say
Louis.
Louis. Can we wait? Can you stop streaming?
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be
I want
in.
to hear Chris's story.
This is like the end of the freaking podcast. Bye.
Chris.